on guys, it's your girl Ty Imani and welcome to Live with Ty. Welcome back Ty Mob, and for those of you who are a new viewer, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully become a subscriber by clicking the link right over here and down there, and giving this video a big thumbs up and sharing with all your friends and families. Now let's get right into this video. So today's video, I wanted to just throw my little 2 cents on what's going on with the world today. As you guys may already know, this coronavirus stuff has affected almost everyone in the entire world. So with that being said, everyone has their conspiracy theories, everyone has their thoughts and opinions on what's really going on, and why not hear about Taiwanese? I have my handy dandy notebook that I have taken some notes on so I can give you guys actual factual information. For those of you who have heard about the 5G conspiracy theories and whatever's going on with that, disclaimer, I am not no scientist, I am not a health practitioner, consultant, anything in the health industry. I am a licensed esthetician, so I know everything about skin and well-being and wellness, but I'm not educated in those aspects of whatever I'm going to be discussing today. These are just simply information that I found online, which you can go and find the same information online if you wanted to do that yourself. So don't take anything of what I'm saying personal. This is just my opinion and the way that I'm going to be handling things going forward. Drop down in the comments below what exactly is that. Comment down below right here to explain to me what that is and what that means to you, because I'm going to tell you what it means to me. Okay? Here in my handy dandy notebook, 5G is basically a harsh high-res radiation for the new up-and-coming cellular devices. Some of you may already even notice, like I even noticed when I have my data on my phone now, it now says 5G in the corner. Thankfully, I've been in the house, so I haven't needed the reason to use any data. So I just use my Wi-Fi, and I don't know if the Wi-Fi has anything to do with it, but I'm just gonna get back to what I was talking about. And it generates a radio frequency energy that can be damaging to the DNA, cause cancer, cause signs of respiratory infection, yada yada yada. These are all things that I found online. Now, do I know for a fact if any of this stuff is true? I have no idea. Thankfully, by the grace of God, I have not experienced any of that stuff, and I am continuing to make sure that I'm never going to experience any of that stuff. But that's what that is. The coronavirus, because I have more of a backstory on that, because it's been more in the social media aspect for a longer time. So for those of you who have been following this whole coronavirus situation, you know that it started in like the end of December, beginning of January, with very low tolerance exposure. It originated in China from, I want to say, a fish market, I believe. Points that I've been following has been between February and March, and then that's when they kind of shut everything down on our end, and I live in Maryland, so I want to say March 2020 something, that's when they officially closed my jobs. So I'm out of work, which is a whole nother story, but nevertheless, the gist of what I get around from it is it's an upper respiratory infectious disease, which I can't really pinpoint how can people determine if it's really coronavirus or if it's just a regular respiratory infection. I am someone who gets sick almost every single year. Thank you, by the grace of God. Thank you. I have not had any signs or symptoms of anything, and I plan to keep it that way going forward. However, I know what it's like to have an upper respiratory infection. I know what it's like to have an ear infection. I know what it's like to have all those messing up with you, and now you have an ear, throat, nose, head, everything infectious, and it's terrible. But my thing is, like, how do you really tell one from the other if it's all the same signs and symptoms? The way I honestly feel about this whole entire situation, this whole entire pandemic, this whole entire conspiracy theories being thrown left and right and da-da-da-da-da, like, it's literally just giving me a mental meltdown on information that's just being thrown out there, and who are we to say that any of this information is true? I'm just gonna be cooling in my little quarantine sanctuary space, eat the right foods that I know that I should be eating according to my body, drink the right liquids, and just stay as natural as I can. I want to stick to this because I know before we had any of these like medications, any of these vaccinations, any of these anything to help supplement people becoming better, there was a time all these years ago that it was people on earth living and they didn't have access to any of these stuff, and they lived a long, healthy life. So I just feel like I'm at a point in my life where why can I do the same? If I put in the effort and if I do the research and just be cautious of the way that I'm moving with my life, then I feel as if everything will just turn out right. Everyone is entitled to their own, like whichever pathway that you want to take this, that you want to stick to, that you want to solidify as your own purpose of doing the things that you're doing within yourself and within your household and within your family. That is great. Hi. Come, boo. You just woke up? It's 8:36 in the morning. Oh my boy. Did you have a good sleep? You did? Alright, lay down. Alright, so I feel like people just focus on like just learning yourself, learning your body, learning the things that are accepted and things that are rejected, and just worrying about your mind, because I really feel as if people's mind takes a mind of their own and then they start to venture into things that are kind of damaging to your well-being. And that's just the road path that I'm just going to continue to glide through with my little boo. I'm just going to be in my little bubble, quarantine, healthy, finding out my spiritual being, and just, you know, live as nice and peaceful as I can. People get so angry and so like invested in the things that they have no control over, and it's just so mind-blowing to me. But the thing is that I found out at this point in my life that I don't put any type of energy, I don't put any type of thought, I don't put any type of understanding or urge to understand the way that people think and the way that people want to live their lives, because it's really as easy as making a decision. If you want to make the decision to things that are out of your control, make it into your life that causes you stress and you pain and you discomfort and you possibly bodily harm, then that's your decision to make. If you want to make the decision to just spend time on the things that you can actually control and less things on things that are outside of your control, one of the things that I have been doing a lot lately is literally using social media for only my business platforms and to post consistently business aspect wise. I have not been on that miscellaneously, just scrolling, because then my mind gets to wandering and then I start to get concerned with things that I should have no concern over, and it starts to bother my soul. So in order for that to happen, I literally minimize my social media time or even just my phone usage altogether to a very bare minimum compared to what I was doing before, and it's causing me to be more like a happy person, so I like it. It's a spiritual journey, and I hope you guys would like to see me go through it. I'm gonna share it, so if you guys are interested, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button once again. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Live with Ty, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Alright, peace.